We lived for about 16 years in the US, and when we returned back, my wife, through some of her friends and acquaintances, she got a taste of, what was this birth scenario in Hyderabad, and we were astounded to hear more than 75 to 80% cesarean rates in hospitals in Hyderabad, especially in the urban areas. And a little bit of the research further proved to us, or gave further example, that it's the same statistics that stare at our faces elsewhere in the country, also in the urban hospitals. And so we thought about, and we started thinking, why is this? I mean, in the olden days, when many decades ago, or rather few decades ago, when mothers had C-sections, the impression or the first thought that came to our mind was really there was some emergency or some problem, and that is the reason why there was, or maybe she had some health issues, that's why. So we started asking ourselves, really, I mean, 70% of women are unhealthy, or they have some problems with their health or during pregnancy. That cannot be true. And so we thought, probably the whole birth situation is broken. And as we talk to more and more new mothers, our thinking, we found more support for what we thought. And my wife, Vijaya, Dr. Vijaya, she had some experience in teaching Lamaze classes. Lamaze is a philosophy of natural birth, and so it's a very old organization. It's across the world in about 65 countries. And so she had an expertise in teaching Lamaze to expectant couples. So one thing led to the other, and so she started teaching Lamaze classes to expectant couples. And one by one, as the classes proceeded, more and more women and couples, they got interested in learning about pregnancy, what are the good practices during pregnancy in terms of diet, nutrition, gentle exercises, then comfort measures to manage the pain. And husbands were very interested in learning how they can support their wives during pregnancy. Guys, usually don't have any clue as to what's going on with their wives, in terms of the emotional issues and also the physical issues. And so what we found was very pleasantly, we were surprised that it was the guys who were calling and saying, yeah, I want to bring my wife for Lamaze classes. And so they started getting very popular. And then, but what was happening is that couples used to come and attend the Lamaze classes. They got very well informed. They were very motivated that they want to do everything they can in order to have a natural birth, but they were going back into the same system. The system which was having about 70% cesarean rates. And so they came back to us and said, we feel let down, and after attending the Lamaze classes, when we found no support with the hospitals. So what we decided was put our money where our mouth is, and we started the process towards building a natural birth center, where everything that we taught in the Lamaze classes, we practiced there. And also my wife then started practicing the scientific midwifery model, which we have pioneered in the country. So that's how Healthy Mother, the Natural Birth Center, the Sanctum, came into being. The scientific midwifery model of care looks at birth as a natural life event, and midwives, basically the word midwife means with a woman. And so trained midwives can take care of women right from puberty to menopause, with focus on the childbearing years. And midwives are also trained so that they can take care of babies right from when the baby is inside the womb till about 2 months after the baby is born. So and they are totally trained to take care of all normal gynecological problems or gynecological issues, and also well woman care for the mother, as like breast cancer screening, pap smears, and other gynecological health care. And as far as the midwifery model of care is concerned, as for birth, when birth is related, is that midwives have earned the trust of the mother by being with the mother when she wants it, and the focus there is that they support the mother emotionally, socially, as well as physically, which is not present in the conventional medical model. The conventional medical model looks at birth as a risk, and everything that they do is to manage that risk, whether it is interventions like epidural at the drop of a hat, like induction, which speeds up labor when the body is not ready or the mother is not ready. And so midwives have the mother as the center of their universe, and all the other healthcare providers are their support team. And so that is what the essence of midwifery care is, and they are there when the mother needs. And during birth, there are no restrictions on the mother. If she wants to squat, if she wants to be in the tub, if she wants to dance, so if she wants to do anything, that midwives are there for her to support and to grant, whatever she wants. No doubt it has been extremely challenging. One is that the established convention was that it is not normal to expect a normal delivery. Okay, and this is in fact one of our mothers have told us that when I went and talked to my doctor saying I want a normal delivery, the doctor was saying, "Are you crazy? Why do you want to have a normal delivery? I mean, you can schedule the time, and you can schedule whenever you're ready, or if your husband is going out of town, so you can make sure that you schedule the delivery when he's in town," and such ridiculous reasons. And there were more ridiculous reasons like, you're too short, or you're too fat, or your baby is too big, and so that's why you need to have a cesarean section. And the problem was that the conventional medical system is the least transparent industry in the country today, and because the more information you give, the more informed the customer becomes. And so that is my belief, is that the according to the medical system or the medical industry, the less informed the customer is, the more power there is. So that was a big challenge to us to break into that scenario. And the thinking today was that cesarean sections are very easy, and so it took a lot of education of couples in order to give them the right facts. But the thing is that today couples are more educated, they have access to more information, and so when they talk to us, they go and do their own research, and so through the classes, they become more informed, they can make more informed decisions. And so that has helped. It's a slow process, but it's a very clear, definite, and in my belief, it's an irreversible process. So today, that was one of the challenges, and but we are happy that the trust that we have earned from our customers, we find that word of mouth referrals are just increasing like anything. And the other challenge was it takes a lot of personal effort, especially. So my wife is the lead midwife there, and so when mother goes into labor, let's say at 2 a.m. in the morning, so she has to go and she has to be with the mother. So personally, it has taken a lot of effort to for me to step back and manage everything else, so that our kids are able to have at least somebody to take care of them during that time. And also it is difficult to get passionate people to support our vision, and but people are there. People are there, and though I say that the medical system today is totally at odds with what customers want, I am not saying that doctors are bad. In fact, we find doctors who are equally passionate and who want to do the right thing, but then they are caught in that system which incentivizes things like cesarean section, because today cesarean section is the second most frequently performed operation in hospitals after heart surgery. And the Natural Birth Center right now, we have done more than about 250 births, and we have somewhere around 87% natural birth rates, which I believe we are the highest in the country in urban hospitals. We have only one birth center currently in Hyderabad. Other than in Hyderabad, we have two centers for the Lamaze classes. In Bangalore, we have one. We have one in Pune, one in Ahmedabad, and very shortly we will be starting in Gurgaon and in Chennai. We will be starting, and gradually the vision is that we will have more and more Lamaze class centers across the country, and we are also working at expansion. We will have birth centers in Bangalore, we will have birth centers in Delhi, Pune, everywhere, mainly in the urban areas.